Welcome to the Michele Roys Show.
What happens when you take part of an event that 24 speakers share about resilience, courage, and perseverance all in one day? Well, let me tell you, I'll take you behind the scenes of attending an event, the TEDx event here in Tralee, in Ireland. My friends, I'm so glad that you're here, and I hope that this, by sharing with you the stories that I heard, will also help you in your journey. I have 3 main takeaways, and I'm so glad that you're here with me. So do get comfortable, have a sip of water or something, and let's join in. So I had the privilege of attending an event in Tralee, Kerry, and it was a TEDx event. There was 24 speakers, and the topic was on empowering resilience. This is such a powerful topic, and I was really glad that I was able to make it. And to be honest, at the beginning, I didn't think I was going to be able to make it because it takes a lot out of me to be attending an event, especially a long event, which is almost 2 hours away from my home. But all to say, I managed to go there, and I'm delighted I was able to go there. So what are some things that I can share with you that really stood out to me in this event? Well, let's start with 24 speakers. It was a full-on day. But there are so many amazing stories that I was able to experience, and how each of them, while being very different, with different backgrounds, different ages, different cultures, still they had this thread of resilience, of courage, of persevering through it all, and that they shared something so impactful. And each call, each talk, each time that somebody stood up in the stage, in that big red dot, something spoke to me. Differently, yet at the same time, with a resounding encouragement, strength. Not only the strength that they stood up on that stage, but the message that they were bringing was so impactful. One of the girls that spoke, she was 12 years old. Now imagine 12 years old being on stage. She was amazing, I have to say, full of light, brightness, spunk, and yet she shared vulnerably. And in her speech, she was talking about the power of journaling and how it helped her in her own life. As soon as the TEDx come out, I will so be showing you guys and sharing with you, and you have to watch it because it's an experience in itself. But her being able to share light on something that's so practical, like journaling, how it helps so much. And it empowers resilience as well. Why? Because you're sharing your story with a book, your own writing, with your own drawings, with whatever it is, and it helping you to process the thoughts, the questions, doubts, the fears that you might be feeling. That's how it's helped me. And I could really connect with her in the story because of that, because I could see myself in her story. And isn't that important? Our stories are so important. We might minimize what we are going through and feel that, who cares? But the reality is that our stories can make an impact in everybody's lives if we allow it to be shared. And each of these 24 women shared vulnerably. They shared their own experience, their own hurt, their own traumas, but they also shared how they overcame, what they found in the process, and how that had made them grow, nourish, become better people that can help others. And wow, are they helping and inspiring others? Absolutely. So sharing our stories gives permission for others to share theirs as well and be seen. That's one of the main points. There's 3 points that I wanted to share with you. That one definitely comes in. And the other thing is the common thread that I saw in between all of them. The courage to reflect, put themselves out there, stand up on that stage, not only with all the people that are in the audience, but also the other people that are going to be able to see it and hear about it as well. All of those things are important. So that's the power of resilience. Resilience builds on what we've gone through, on what we experienced. While each of us have different stories, there's common threads in each of our stories. And one of them shows the power that we have inside of us if we tune into it. These 24 stories share different perspectives, But in each of them, they had to find the wherewithal inside of them to be strong, to face adversity, to overcome adversity, so that they can come to the other side and say, hey, this is what I learned. This is where I've been. And you can also go through your own journey. That's something that I took away from these talks. And it was fascinating. They're so diverse, so amazing, and so many topics. But the common thread of resilience, courage, and perseverance really stood out. And my friend, that's something that you could do as well. Share your story. Remember that you are strong inside of you more than you ever imagined or possible. And that there's nothing impossible if you believe in God. He is with you and will always help you, regardless of what you're going through. Another point that I thought was very interesting is that what's personal, it's universal. We might feel a lot of times that we're the only ones experience X, Y, or Z. We're the only one going through this pain. We're the only one going through this suffering. Nobody else out there understands what we're going through. But the reality is, we do, because we're human beings. We do have emotional roller coasters. We do have anger, grief, frustration, joy, sadness. We have all those emotions. It might come differently for each of us, but we all go through it. And that's why what's personal is universal. And if we share our stories, and I'm going to go back to this point, if we share our stories, we're giving others permission to share their own. We're giving others permission to know that they are not alone, that what we're going through, they also have gone through. And you're shining a light so that they can feel seen, they can feel understood, and that will help them to keep carrying on, believing that there is hope in sight, just because we shared your story. My friend, I really want to encourage you, whatever it is that you're going through, whatever challenge it is, if it is with chronic pain, if it is with invisible illness, if it is loss or grief or loss of job or financial pressure, whatever it is, if you're able to share your story, you open another side of you, that you connect with people on a very deep level. And they see you too. And it's a highway on two sides. They can learn, you can learn. They are feeling seen, you are feeling seen. They're feeling understood, and you are feeling understood. And there's just something about sharing vulnerably, of taking away the masks, of just saying, hey, this is me. However I am, this is me. And people connect with that. Those voices that were speaking that stage, they were doing that. And each one of them that did it, the deeper their story, the deeper the meaning, the deeper connection they created with the audience. And with me as I was watching their mouth open in awe, at times teary eyes, all the emotions that came with a lot of these talks. It was like roller coaster. So many people have gone through such a difficult time, yet they're persevered, yet they're believed in making a difference. They're transforming their pain into purpose with sharing their story and opening the doors for other people to do the same. And my friend, I think that is beautiful in itself. And it's something that I want to encourage here. That's what I'm doing, what I'm doing right now. Taking the time, recording this podcast. If you're watching me on YouTube or through the video app and Spotify, you can see I'm exhausted. I'm pretty tired. It's the end of the day, but this podcast needs to come up and I need to share my message. And I wanted to just make sure that you were able to see as well what I got to experience this last weekend, because it was so encouraging. It was so uplifting. And in this journey, it's really important to hear these stories because it builds you up. It shows you there's possibilities. It shows you that it can be done and that you're not alone, my friend. That is so important, that relating, that connection that we have with each other. So will you share your story? Please? Please let me know how you're doing. What are you going through? Email me, send me a DM at micheleroys.com or Mitch Roys in Instagram or Michele Roys in YouTube, whatever way, or connect at micheleroys.com for my email. I would love to hear from you. I would love to hear your story. I would love to pray for you. Because if each of us takes our time to help one person, that one person affects a lot of people. And there's going to be a ripple effect for good and positive, which is so, so important. So my friends, just talking on power, empowering resilience, what did it mean for me? And all those talks is just to keep going. Keep believing that there's no impossibility. Allow your body to connect with itself. Listen to it. Hone it. And give yourself permission to be seen. Don't hide. Allow others to be part of your life. Allow others to come close to you, to help you, because we're not meant to be alone in this journey. And community is so important. Stepping out, asking for help. Those are all small things that we can do to better our days each and every day. And if this episode spoke with you, please, my friend, do share it with someone. Please leave your comment. Please, 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 please leave your comment. I love to hear it and to read it, and it really motivates me. And let me know what else would you like to record. Until next week, may God bless and keep you. And I'll see you later. Bye for now.
This was the Michele Roys Show.